Hey guys, welcome back to A Complicated Melody. So it is November. Jeez, the time is flying. Where did the time go? It's November's favorites. So let's look into some of the stuff that I have for November. Now, I actually don't think I have a whole lot this time, but we'll see how long this video goes. But I've been getting a lot of new stuff with the Sephora sale and everything, so I just have all kinds of stuff. So I've been using like something new at least every day. I have something new to try to use to see, what I can do with it. So yeah, not too many like staple favorites that I just had to have had every single day, but these are some of the things that I've been reaching for the most. And I'm also going to go over my fall favorites fragrances in this video. The first thing, and this is the only face product or cleansing product type thing that I'll show you, and it's the Moisture Rescue Refreshing Gel Cream from Garnier Fructis. I always mess it up. Garnier Fructis. Yeah, that's kind of like a very difficult thing to say, but this stuff is so amazing. It smells so good, and what it does is it's a moisturizer, but it's not very it's good for oily skin because it does not leave like an oily finish or oily residue, and it doesn't, it's very lightweight, so it doesn't weigh your face down before you put your makeup on. So putting this on before you put your makeup on, you get your moisturizer, but you don't get some oily finish that's gonna make your skin look even more shiny. Two nail polishes that I have been just going back and forth with the most is Ulta Set the Nude and Revlon Silver, and it's actually a matte gray. It's not silver, even though I do a lot of times top it with the silver glitter top coat. Sometimes I do that too, but these two are just my favorites. Very neutral colors, great for fall, and I love these, so I've been using these the most. One thing that I keep on my dresser that I cannot live without is the Nivea Kiss of Moisture. So this, I keep these on my dresser, and a really good thing to do is right before you start to put your makeup on, put some chapstick on. So by the time you get to your lips, they are not chapped and ashy or anything like that, especially if you're working with a matte lipstick and stuff like that. So having nice moisturized lips before you put any product on there is really important, but you kind of want it to sink in and not be just another layer under the lipstick. So if you remember to put this on before you start to do your makeup, by the time you get to your lips, you're ready to go, and it just flew away somewhere. As you can see, I'm kind of a klutz. Before, another kind of pre-makeup product is the Smashbox Photo Finish Light. This one is oil free, and it's good for oily skin like mine, and I put this on before I put my foundation on, and if I don't use this, I notice that my foundation will tend to kind of fade away quickly, and also it creates kind of a barrier between my skin and the foundation so that it doesn't sink into the pores too much more. So I really like this. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of it. Also for the face, I am absolutely over the top in love with Albatross by NARS. This is a highlighter, and I know it looks white on camera. It is not. It is like a soft goldeny finish, and once it is rubbed in, you get a nice glowy finish on your hand. I don't know if you can see that, but you get a nice glowy gold finish on your cheeks. So this is an amazing highlighter, and even though it's a little bit pricey at $26, I love it. I use it all the time. I'm always reaching for this and my Dior. I'm just going between the two, just depending on what the color is, because my Dior Amber Light is like a more of an amber color. This is more of a golden color, but I love it. The other NARS blush that I am in love with is Deep Throat, because this is like an everyday, perfect for everyday blush, because it is just a flush of a light pink. It has a little goldeny fleck in there, and it's just perfect. It just gives you a nice hint of color, and I love, love, love it. So this is the one that I kind of grabbed the most for the weekday. Other highlighter that I am in love with is Sunkissed by e.l.f. because it's $1 and you get this kind of peachy golden finish, and it's just gorgeous, and it's only $1, and it's a bronzer, but I only use it as a highlighter, and everyone that I tell about it loves it, and it's just $1. So I love these. For the eyes, I have, this is another one of the products that just never gets put away, and this is the Maybelline single eyeshadow in Cream de Cocoa. It's a matte brown, and it's perfect for my crease. It's just a slightly darker color than my skin tone, so it just kind of gives me that depth in my crease where I need it, and so I love this one. I never have not put it up since I bought it. This palette is the Stila Artist Impression palette, and it was like $15 during the Friends and Family sale, and I picked this one up, and I've been using it a lot lately, especially for dapple. This taupe color, I use it in a tutorial for like an everyday taupe smoky eye that you can wear during the day, and that is, you know, what I used in it, and I use it all the time. I reach for it all the time because it's just a really nice it's not super duper shimmery, but it's like a more shimmery than satin, and you know, it's just a nice neutral taupe color. The other palette that I am loving is the Urban Decay Black palette. This is such a great palette for smoky eyes because all these colors are basically like blackened colors of what they are. So you get like a black and purple, and a black and olive, and a black and green, and a black and blue, and this is Barracuda is like that charcoal color, and a matte black. And I mean, you always need a matte black for a smoky eye. With the fall here, my instinct is to go really dark smoky eyes, and if you saw my birthday look, it's pretty much that same concept. It's just putting down a black base. And the two that I love are MAC's grease paint sticks in Slick Black. I can never say that right. Slick Black and French Quarter. And French Quarter is almost like a blackened, kind of like a black and green gold. It's like black with green and gold flecks in it. So I use this one if I'm going for like shimmery, and I use this one if I'm going matte. But both of these make great bases because once they're dry, they're not going anywhere. They're waterproof, and your eye, you're not going to have to worry about like creasing and it fading away and all that kind of stuff. So these are amazing, great, you know, bases for a really dramatic smoky eye. My favorite black liner is this Stila Kajal pencil. It is so pigmented, so creamy. It can be almost too creamy. But when you put it in your waterline, it just stands out so much more than a regular kohl pencil. So I really do love this one. I do recommend setting it with a black shadow so that it doesn't go away, because it'll just kind of go away. But that's kind of most issues with the waterline, because you tear up and then it goes away. So if you set it with a matte black or any kind of black shadow, it'll stay much longer. But it's so pigmented and creamy, and I just love it. I think every tutorial you in the last month for sure, you've seen this brush. This is the Sigma E40, and it is their blending brush. It's taper blending brush. It is my favorite blending brush. I don't know what I would do without it now. So on to fall fragrances. For the fall, I like to switch up my fragrance. I like to switch up my fragrances a lot. I kind of get bored with them, or a lot of times fragrances stand for like a time and period in your life. Like I can smell certain fragrances from like when I was in college, and it'll just take me, like Cool Water takes me right back to college. I was like all about Cool Water when I was in college, for women of course. And so the fragrances that I like to wear in the fall and winter are really nice warm fragrances that you know, just kind of give you like more of a amber, or you know, kind of vanilla, things I like really that smell kind of warm. I don't know, I don't have another way to describe it, but warm fragrances are the ones that I like. So the first fragrance that I really love for the fall is Haute Couture by Givenchy, and this one is like sweet and warm. So this one is, as you can see, I've used quite a bit of it. This is kind of like every day. I wear this a lot during the day. I'll wear it to go out as well, but it, you know, sometimes I do have fragrances that I wear just to go out, and fragrances that I wear just kind of like every day, because sometimes some are a little more stronger than others. So I really do love Haute Couture by Givenchy. My other obsession, I actually became obsessed with this thing. I had so many samples that I didn't go and buy one, but then when I ran out of samples, I was like, okay, now I have to actually go and buy one. It's probably one of the more pricey fragrances, but it is Juicy Couture's Viva La Juicy. And this one is warm and I don't know, it's a very unique fragrance. I haven't smelled anything like it before, and I love it. And so this is a 1 ounce bottle, and it was $47. But I got it at the 20% off during the you know, what was it, the VIB sale. So I did get it at a little bit of a discount, but you know, if you buy the set, you can kind of get more of a deal. But $47 for 1 ounce is pretty pricey. So lastly, this fragrance is kind of came in at the, you know, 4th quarter. I'd gotten like the smelly sample that was inside I think it was Ulta or something, one of their catalogs, and I smelled it and I fell in love with it. And so I took the samples and I wore it for a day or two just to make sure, because a lot of times, you know, you smell something one time and you think it smells good, then you smell it later and it's not what you remember. But every time I smelled it, I fell in love with it. This is warm but clean. This has a very clean smell to it. And I guess, you know, with the name Pure, that's just what they were probably going for. But I actually got this with my Ulta rewards because I hit 6, and so I got $45 off of it. So I only paid like 16 bucks for it. So that's a plug for Ulta. If you go to Ulta a lot, you got to get the Ulta rewards. It's so rewarding. And if you hit 6, which meant you spent at least $300 in the quarter, which for me isn't really hard, and for some of y'all probably isn't hard too, so don't look at me crazy. I know some of you guys spend just as much as I do, and you can hit 6. So when you hit 6, you get up to $45 off of a fragrance. And so yeah, this is very nice and warm and clean. So there you go. That's all of my favorites so far for November. And if you have any questions, of course, just let me know. And I will see you guys in the next video.